Alrighty, what is up everybody and welcome back to the Dyson Sphere program. As always, I am Dor, and today we're over here on the blue planet that's in our system, the one that has silicone and titanium on it. We set up some little processing stations on it just so we can have this stuff being made because as we go here, we need this stuff now for our next cubes. So this is all the silicone, and over here is all the titanium. We're powering this with a bunch of solar panels. We have these solar panels surrounding the entire planet, basically. I think this planet might be smaller around than the one we spawned on, because I fit less solar panels around the planet than I did wind turbines on the other planet. So that's how we have this going right now. There's like no downtime because there's always solar panels touching the sun because of this, and we're making more power than we are actually using. So we should be like 13.9, 13.8 on the megawatts generating, and then we're only using 7-ish every now and again. Kind of tops out at 7, so we're not really burning any power here. We have room for expansion if we need to, but for right now we're good. I didn't know you can stack the chests, so I did that just recently because I didn't realize you could do that. But yeah, they feed right into it just like the tanks do, so we're going to have a ton of titanium and silicone building up here. But real quickly, I'm going to warp back to the other planet. Alright, so now that we're on our initial planet here that we're making all our stuff on, we are running into the problem here that I thought we would be with the foundations, and that's that we don't have enough dirt to fill in the ocean tiles. We had like 300 and something thousand, and then the ocean was like out to here, and that all went away very quickly. It's pretty pricey to cover up the ocean. So we might be at a standstill right now for how much we can actually cover this planet. Like there's a couple chunks here we can cover, but it's just going to be all patchy because all the ocean stuff we can't cover just yet. And then we have basically this entire half of the planet that's all ocean that we just can't really do anything about. But we do have plenty enough room to start building again. We have basically all the stuff, well, not all the stuff, but most of the stuff that we need. So we have the plates going into steel, we have plates going into splitters, and the magnets going into the magnet thing. The copper being split as well, making the items that we need. So we have steel going to foundations. Basically, that's all it's going for. We have our circuits and stuff going to research. We have our gears going to engines. And then I was manually taking the engines and making the tier 2 engines, or these guys, the little greenish like motor looking things, because I want to go ahead and start upgrading our lines here to tier 2, preferably tier 3, but we need to go ahead and get oil and stuff up and running today. Okay, so last episode all we had was this guy running, right? We had one extracting oil being split into 3, and then that was producing our hydrogen and our refined oil. I was basically burning off all the oil that we were getting because I didn't have a use for it. So we're going to go ahead and let this stuff process out and finish burning through it. We're not going to drain any more of that out. We have a ton of hydrogen right now because all it was being used for was research, and we're not researching anything else right now. We can't research anything else right now either because we need the yellow cubes. Everything requires yellow cubage right now. This guy needs green stuff. Okay, that's not even something I have yet. But we need the yellow cube, which is going to be the diamond-looking little thing, and then like a ball of diamond, which is this thing. So we need this, which is titanium mixed with the organic stuff, and the organic stuff is plastic and plastic and oil and water mixed together. So we can go ahead and set that up today. And then we needed the other one, which is this guy, which is just coal. The refined graphite being crushed into or smelted into this guy. So that's not super difficult to set up, but we're going to go ahead and set up some more of these oil things today so we can have a ton of oil coming through the processing line, and we can kind of maximize our thing here. Let's see, which one was it? This one here. We need you. We'll have the oil going downward. We'll have this one going no, we'll just have it go downward. That's fine. So do I need to set recipes on these? No, I don't. Okay, so it's an automatic thing. It's been a minute since I've had to do this. Boop. And then we'll go boop. So that'll give us oil processing out. And then what we'll do is, we can't really do it over there, can we? Because we don't have the room. We'll do it here. That's fine. So we'll have this one. We also have batteries now. I think these are battery. Yeah, these are batteries. I haven't put any of these down yet, but we unlocked those recently. Let's go ahead and get these guys coming out. So we'll go down to that line. Can we go down to that line too on this guy? We can. Cool. So that's all the oil coming out of there. We'll have it go into splitters, right? And then we'll try and feed 3 with each of these. So we'll do that, and we'll do that. And then how do I have it set up over here so we can just copy it? Because this works pretty well. We have it come out and down, and then do. Okay, so that's not too bad. Let me set up these 3, and then we'll skip over the other 3. We'll do this one. That's the water stuff. Where's the refiner at? Boom. Okay. So we have them going like that. And then one is basically here. And the other one's kind of here. That might be too close. Might be a little bit too close. Actually, no. It's fine. Something like this, right? And then we'll be good. I think I have this all crammed together a little tighter than I do over there. So what we can do is just have all the arms coming in. Oop, that's conveyors. We have the arms going in to feed it oil. And then we'll do the same thing over here. Boop. And I think that's going to be that. Yep. Okay. Sometimes you need the extra conveyor just so the arm will recognize that it can go in. Sometimes if you just leave it like that, it'll say the turn is too steep and it won't actually let you connect into the thing. So we'll do that. And then we need to set the recipes, which is going to be... We can crack... We can do cracking now? I didn't know we can do that. That is just hydrogen and oil gives you 3 hydrogen back and 1 coal. Okay, or 1 refined graphite. I keep calling it coal. Okay, so that's not something we're really going to do today, but that's something we can keep an eye on for the future. And then we're going to have our... Can I do this still? Did I mess it up? No, we're good. So yeah, we should have our stuff exiting here, right? This is going to be our... What do we want it to be? We do oil, right? That way we can have the oil coming out here, and then we can have the hydrogen coming out of this one. We'll just actually do it like this, where we can have the hydrogen coming out of here, and then the oil coming out of there, because it's not producing fast enough to warrant, or to warrant more than 1 arm. So we'll just leave it like that for now, and then we can keep doing it like that. Hydrogen, oil, hydrogen, and oil. So that's that. That'll produce that. Let me throw this one together now. Okay, so I dragged the lines over here. Everything is turned off right now. All the oil processing stuff is turned off right now. I'm trying to move around the tanks, and in order to do that, we have to drain a tank into another tank and move it and so on and so forth. So we have that going right now. So I was looking at the recipes here. Only 3 of these need the oil. So the graphene doesn't, but we need graphene being produced, so we're going to have this get made as well. We need plastic, we need organic, and we need the sulfuric acid, all of which need the oil, or the refined oil. So what we're going to try and do here is have the plastic and the organic near each other, because those 2 go together. Yep, those 2 go together. And then the graphene needs the sulfuric acid, and that's it. So what we'll try and do here is we'll try and have the sulfuric acid over here. We'll do a whole 5 out just to be safe here. And then we'll go down a little bit. So let's pick this guy up, and we'll have our thingies here. So we'll have one facing upward, and we'll have one facing downward, simply for the bulbs to be looking different ways. So this guy will be the graphene one. No, never mind. This will be the sulfuric acid one, because this needs stone and stuff. So let's go ahead and copy that recipe, paste it over there. Cool. So that's making that. And let's see. Did sulfuric acid need to be used on anything else real quick before we mess this up? It needs to be used there, and that's it. Okay, so we're good. We can go ahead and do another 2 here, so we'll do this. I'm doing it like this. I'm spacing it away from the splitter just so we don't have the oil coming down should we change our mind here and then have to rearrange things. So then we'll do that as well here. Okay, and then let's see here. Where'd they go? Boom, boom. We'll do it here as well. Something like that. There we go. Okay, and we need... we need the plastic going into this one. This one also needs the oil. So what we'll do is we'll do plastic on these guys. And then we'll do... Where's the thing I'm looking for? That thing. We'll do the other one here. Like so. So that's plastic. This one will be these guys, the organics. And then all we need to do is then bring over our stuff here. So we need to bring a line of the graphene or graphite and stone, and then we need to plug in some water. So our graphite line is over here. Do I have this already feeding into a splitter? I do not. Okay, so let's go ahead and clear some conveyors. Put in a splitter. That'll work. Reconnect and reconnect. We need some more conveyor belts. Okay, and then all we need to do is this. Oops. This. Over to there. And we'll leave it here for right now. It looks like we actually need 2. Because I don't like splitting. I don't like splitting a split line already. There's no point in doing that. So what we'll do is this. We'll drag this one out and over, and then we'll plug it in here. Remove these guys, and then we'll take this line with us over to the area we were just at. Same with these guys. And we're out of conveyors. Okay, let me whip together some more conveyors here. I thought we had plenty, but we are running low. So now that we have our conveyors, we can go ahead and plug in the energetic graphite into the material things that we need to. So we need it in plastic, I believe. We need it there, and we also need it over in our graphene area, which we haven't placed down yet. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll place it, same thing, kind of like we're doing over here. We'll do that. That's going to cut off those lines, though. If we ever need to expand, we're going to have to move things around. No biggie. We'll do that, and let's go ahead and drag it on over to this guy. So this guy needs the graphene as well. So what we'll end up doing here is probably having the line come from here. So we will definitely have to rearrange this at a later date if we ever expand this. We're gonna have to expand it to meet the growing needs, but we'll do it like that. So then these guys need it. So let's go ahead and get a line going here. We'll do it like that. We might need more arms, and they're looking at my arms here, so might be another issue going on here. Which one do we want to have come into this one? We'll do this line over to here, and then we could just plug it in like that. That'll be good. And then this one, we're gonna have to wiggle our way across here. So we're gonna raise up our conveyor across like that, and then we can go ahead and set that back to the ground level. Drag it out, or actually, let's not drop it back down to the ground level. Let's drag it across until we get to where we need to go. So it'll be here. And then it can go ahead and connect into this thing here if I can get it to drop. Why is it not dropping? Like so. Nope, it wants to go across like that. Let's get it across at least. There we go. So now it should just drop down. There we go. So that'll run the energetic stuff over here. Now we got to do is plug in the line, And then we got to run a water line, and we're good to go. And we're going to start making a lot of the stuff we actually need to progress here. So we'll go there, and then that should connect into it like that. That's fine. Okay, so let me get the water line squared away here too. It's nothing fancy. We just need a pump pumping in water onto the line, and we're good. Okay, with all that plugged in, all we need to do now is connect these last couple conveyors. And then all we got to run is some power cabling, and we should have everything that we need being produced here. Just to double check, we have all of our stuff coming through. Yep. Okay, so let's go ahead and plug in the power. We could probably put one there. Let's put another one here and here. And then we can go ahead and plug one in here and here. It covers everything. No, it's missing these arms, but that's fine. Why is that saying there's no conveyor belt? Input failure. I don't know why it's saying that, but let's just go ahead and put the conveyor belts down, I guess. I haven't had that happen yet. Let's do that. And then that should fix that, right? Any of the other ones doing that? No, it was just that one for some weird reason. Okay, weird. So yeah, now we have the plastic being made, the organic crystals, and the organic crystals are needed for one of these things. I totally forget which one. This one. So we need that stuff, and we need these ones, which is just those things being crushed down. Okay, so let's go ahead and plug in the oil thing too, because eventually we are going to run out of fuel here. We only have 600 in here, so it's not going to run forever. I don't know what to be doing with the hydrogen right now. We're not using the red cubes right now, and we won't be until we start researching again. And then even then, it really doesn't use up a whole lot of it. So I might start burning it off like I was with the oil. Like we have, I think it was 40-something thousand in our storage tanks right there by our thingy right now. So we're gonna have a lot for quite some time. So yeah, all of this is gonna start humming along here, and then these belts are gonna fill up with refined oil and hydrogen, and we should be good for a little while. This is empty, so we can go ahead and move this tank now. Let's go ahead and get this cleaned up a little bit, put the tank on top of the other tank so we can build some type of storage, or backlog actually, because we're not looking like we're going through it all that quickly. And let's grab our graphene, because we needed, I think that's exactly what we needed, 120 maybe less than that. But we need it for these guys here. So where's it at? Over here. We need it for this guy. So we're gonna make the planetary logistics system. I researched it thinking it was the thing that we needed to go ahead and be able to send material back and forth on planets, but it's not. It is purely for this planet to like move things around a bit quicker and easier. So we need that stuff, I believe, and then we should be able to make 60 of these. Yep. Let me go ahead and craft these guys together. What I've been doing here is just standing next to this thing so I don't run through any fuel. This thing charges up our mech while we're crafting. So yeah, let me craft up these guys. I had more engines than I needed. Okay, my bad. But yeah, I have a bunch of these guys backlogged, all these little engine things backlogged, so we can start making the conveyors and the arms. But I want to hold off until we can make the tier 3 stuff, which we just need that blue engine looking thingy, which is also pretty easy to make. So we might actually set up a line of that maybe, so we could swap out our entire thing here for tier 3 conveyors, so we can have things running as fast as we can. But let me go ahead and let this stuff craft. Alright, so let's go take a look at this item we just made. So it is a logistics system that'll let us transfer items around our planet here. I made 3 because I thought I could put them onto the other planets and have them like flying the material back here, and I could just set up factories and process out the material, but that's not the case at all. So we're going to have this thing down. We made a bunch of drones. We have 12 of them in there. So let's say we want iron. And then we can store it in here. Max of 5,000, transit storage. So what if we put down another one over here? And let's take half the drones out of this guy. Boop. Put 6 in you. Put 6 in you. And let's say you want iron. Demand. Supply. Is it just going to grab it, or do I have to... Do I need to conveyor it into this thing? Charging power 60 megawatts. Ugh, I don't think my power grid can hold that. Almost. We're at 54. So if these things drain, let me not do that because that's gonna mess everything up. Let's do 12 apiece, whatever it was on. I think it was on 12. Back down to 12. So it's fully charged. This guy's demand. This guy's supply. This guy's demand. Clear and reset in transit. So I guess I do have to. You know what? Let me do it with something that I have over here that I don't have to. I'm not messing up my my stuff over there. So let's do titanium, just for right now, so we can see how this works. So if we conveyor it into it, let's do this. Another little chest, and then we can conveyor into this thing. I think it looks like we can conveyor into it. Yeah, we can. Okay. So let's say we do that, and then we have this guy dumping the stuff onto the conveyor belts, and we have this guy supplying titanium, and this guy demanding titanium. Demanding titanium. Okay, and then we dump it into there. Are we gonna have drones and stuff flying? We are. Look at that. Okay, so I guess we can kind of cut the conveyors from the mine sections out if we want to run these things. If they're close enough to conveyor, like we can have copper and we can have the iron here, and we can have the coal all going into one of these towers, and then we can have the conveyors coming out of these things, have these more centered in our factory, and then have them delivering the material instead of having a conveyor go all the way across our base like we are right now with the iron. This iron depot is almost expired. Has a couple veins left. We didn't put that much into here, did we? Oh, there's a ton of it in this. So where is this putting it? It's just going to store it. So it can store 5,000. Can it store 5,000 of each item? So for instance that. Yeah, okay, so we can hold 5,000 of each item. We can only do 3 items per station, or per tower. So we could... So how does it come out, though? Do we have to... Oh, we can filter the belt. That's cool. Okay. Alrighty. So that is something that is going to come in handy with when we redo our base here, because it's gonna get redone regardless, eventually. So yeah, it's not super fast, but I don't know if there's a cap to how many of these drones we can put in this thing. Doesn't seem to be very pricey in charging or power wise. What I think I'm going to go ahead and do in between episodes here, we have all the stuff running now. I'm going to go ahead and do a line of solar panels, or maybe a double line of solar panels around the planet like we have our windmills here. We're almost done with it. It ends here because our stone thing's right there, so I didn't want to remove it and then rearrange it and stuff like that, so I'm just going to leave it until it's emptied. But we can probably fit... you know what? I came over here and I didn't bring my things. Like I was saying, we can probably fit maybe 1 or 2 in this space. And just keep them lined up with the... Yeah, we can fit 2. We can fit 2, and then as we go down, we can squeeze them together as much as we can here. And we'll be able to squeeze a ton of these solar panels in this line. So that way we have our wind turbines going, and we have solar going all the way around the planet. And that way we will just have a bunch of power being generated on this planet. and we don't need to set up this stuff to get burned off just yet. Just in case we actually need it and we have a backlog of it instead of wasting a bunch of it. Let me get out of this screen. So yeah, that's probably what I'm going to do in between episodes. We have all this stuff going now, being manufactured. I think the graphene was used for something else that was kind of important that we needed as well. What was it? Maybe it was just this. I think it was just this tower that we were using that needed graphene for the purple tubes. But yeah, next episode, I think we're going to go ahead and set up a bunch of these manufacturing plant things because we need this stuff being processed through and being made automatically for the yellow cubes, so we can actually start researching stuff again. And then, yeah, we should have all that stuff going. We have the solar sail and stuff. We also have this Dyson sphere thing that we can actually set up now. So this thing shoots stuff into the air. This stuff receives stuff from the Dyson sphere. I thought this opened up a thing. Oh, it's this button. This button opens up the thing, and then we can set up our sphere around the sun here. If we want to set it up here in this initial system, I think we might have to set up one initially just to get a good power source, so we can start spreading out across the galaxy here and getting factories and stuff set up on other planets and other galaxy and other systems and stuff like that. And then, yeah, we will probably get there eventually. But that's a couple episodes hopefully down the line. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and set up all those solar panels around the planet. And I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is make a whole bunch of these drones. We'll probably put like 30 in each. Or whatever the cap is. We'll try 30. If 30 is a cap, or if not, then we'll put 30 at least. But yeah, let me make some more of these drones and stuff. And then I'm going to cover the planet in solar panels, so that way we don't have a power issue. And then yeah, we'll make the rest of this stuff to make the yellow cubes next episode, and then start researching stuff again to start progressing here again. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed as always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.